When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Finding open areas. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got room at the 35. Smashes ahead. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. At the 20, he's got space. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Let's go. To the ground, he's got it again. Hard running there. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! To the ground with the back. Running into the open space. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Inside the 40. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Plows through the defense. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. He breaks a tackle. He's in open space downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll ride the hot hand. Sweet cut there. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. At the 45 on its way. He's loose on the right. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Quick step and go. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Cougars! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
And this offense is clicking.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice move to keep running. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot.
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Bulldozes his way through. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Houston. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Breaks the tackle. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Got room to work. Moving past the 25. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he can
turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got a little space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they take it. The Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give out of the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. Feeds him the stiff arm. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Fights off a defender. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try.
Breaks away on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Powers through the defender. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the right. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so.
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Can't get him to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston.
Now, when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. He has the first and still on his feet. Just keeps moving. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. At the 35, he's got room. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. Just inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers through. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the ground game. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Runs through the tackle. And runs through another one. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Made a defender miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A little screen to the running back.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments.